It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here in Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's Week 11. Here's Tyler Wallace on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
Ready?
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
And first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 23-yard line.
Okay, break.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Pass ball 80. Let go.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready, right?
3rd and short here, Sanders. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Chased out to his right. Dumped off to his running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ravens going with a dime package now. 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
And they just get the play off. Looking slant route, complete. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Past the 60, past the 60.
With Sampson running out of the gun. He's still going at the 30. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Hand off here to Sampson. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get the game's first points here in the 2nd. David Njoku, the touchdown. Tacks on that extra point, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
180.
The drive begins with Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha, what? What?
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Miles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Motion a receiver left. Jackson now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Again, this is Mitchell. He stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Motioning left is their running back. They'll air it out on 3rd. Rolling left, buying some time. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And this is going to be Browns football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
We've set it down from 37.
Let's go now. Steady.
Sampson from the pistol. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go.
Hand off to Sampson. Up on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these...
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it up. 30 at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Wallace with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Jackson trying again after the pick. Flushed out now to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, man, flashbacks. I don't like that at all. Because I know as a QB, the last thing you want to do after a play like that, where you are sacked for huge yardage, is to take that lonely walk back to the sidelines eventually, look your head coach in the eye, and take the fury that's going to be coming next.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, Jackson on the move, headed right. He's keeping it, and he's tackled for no gain. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Forced that to him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the set.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Into Sampson here up the middle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Sanders. And finds Sampson out of the backfield. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's Sampson. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Henry gets it here to start the drive. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards,
This is Henry on 2nd. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him here for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Back to the end zone. Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 38-yard line.
On the ready.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here we go. 19, Charger, 19, Charger. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many Just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
That's taken at the 15. Gets him the first past the 35. And he's down to the 42-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Ready,
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
go! Cavity Lions! Bronco 80!
Here comes Sampson. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Let's go now! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Ready!
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, set! Ready!
Sampson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Brought down just shy of the goal.
But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the 4th quarter. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Ready!
It's Sampson running out of the gun. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. That penalty practically puts him on the goal line here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Ready, let's go.
Running it after the penalty. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Man, they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Get it. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He gets a look up the middle. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong. And they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. But it's never over until it's over.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Being a little bit there kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
Throwing from his own end zone. Short pass brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Hey, let's check, Panther.
In the pistol, Smith. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wallace with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Almost 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Handed an excellent opportunity by their defense, Brock. Now time to cash it in. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
From the pistol, Henry. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, out.
They're in long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Jackson to pass. The Browns get there and take him down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Browns are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Browns come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.